Animated movies is fake. So why are we getting upset about fake stuff? JFK, if he was like a Mexican dude, yes, I would have a problem. If the Mexican actor was JFK, I would have a problem because he was a white dude. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it accurate. But these cartoons, they're fake. There's no accuracy in them. You're talking about fish that talk.
Also, Nemo's dad was named Marlin. That should have been a black dude. That should have been a black guy. Did you take the kids to go see Snow White?
No. Let me tell you why. Mm-hmm. First of all, the people that got mad because Snow White isn't white, you're ridiculous. Shut up.
I disagree. You gotta stay true.
Oh my God.
Stay true to it. That's why it only did. Stay true to the original.
A fairy tale.
Yes.
That's not real.
Yes.
Now,
it's ridiculous.
If they made a movie about Martin Luther King and he was white, that's a problem. That's a real person. A character that's not even real. You can make any color you want.
I disagree.
Oh my gosh.
You
sound ridiculous, Rudy.
But that is the beauty about Disney, is that they are creating new legacies for minorities. And I think I love that. I love everything about it. I love the fact that Moana is as
100%.
Yeah. They are creating.
Do you understand? See, you didn't go through this. I grew up where I saw no color on TV except Rosie the Robot on the Jetsons, and she was gray.
She's blue.
She's blue. I don't even see. She was blue. Like you wouldn't. Flintstones, no black people. Jetsons, no black people in the future. No black people in the past. Did you notice that? Flintstones and Jetsons, no black people in the past or future. Mm-hmm. That's scary. Like that's what I grew up with. That's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like now, I love that my daughter has an Ariel doll that's black. My son loves Moana. He's seeing people his skin color. People like you don't understand that. You don't understand that, Rudy.
I don't get it. No, listen, I don't get it.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it. You grew up with all white cartoon characters that were great.
I watched Good Times exclusively, okay? That
wasn't an animated show, Rudy. We're talking about animated movies.
But it's still a character. It is characters.
Oh, my God. You just compared a black sitcom to... Go ahead.
I think that when you have stories like that, especially nowadays...
Like what?
When you have a story that has characters that are already... Like, when they did Willy Wonka, I was... the new one with Timothée Chalamet, not that I have any problem with...
I thought it was a great movie.
It was a great movie. But hey, Hugh Grant, dude, hit the road. You're taking jobs away from people that are dwarves. Hit the road, dude. You don't get to just CGI a dwarf in there. What? Peter Dinklage and Brad Williams? They lost out on those jobs.
You've taken this topic and made it go a different direction. You were talking about Snow White not being white.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't talk about dwarves. I want to hear about that.
Listen, stay true to the...
It's a fairy tale.
Stay true to the story, and then
so you had a problem with Ariel being black?
I don't say it's a problem. It's less about Ariel being black and more about Disney pandering to...
How are they they're changing with the times. Like there's more, the audience, you know it's about money, right?
It's all about money. That's what I'm saying.
So do you realize Woolworths, when they had a sit-in with black people decided they weren't going to spend money at Woolworths. Guess what Woolworths did? They started letting black people shop at the store because they said, oh, there's a black audience that really spends a lot of money that wants to see these types of movies. So it's never like we get caught up in the race thing. It's never about race to Disney. It's about money.
But that's why they do it. So they are doing it because they know at that moment that if they go with a white actress to play that character, they're going to get a bunch of backlash.
No, they're not.
But
no, they would not. They would not.
But if you look at the numbers over I just saw a stat because Snow White only did $43 million.
Of course. And that had nothing to do with she wasn't white. Let me tell you what it was. The girl did bad press before she even came out. They took out the love story. And I think more people were mad about the love story. Because look at Ariel. Ariel made a lot of money.
Did it?
Little Mermaid?
How much did it make? Do you know?
I don't know.
Let's see.
So you're saying people of color can't do these movies because people don't go see them?
No, I'm saying that I think people got tired of Disney pandering and changing things because they saw which way the wind was blowing.
I don't think so. I don't think like there's a certain group of people that care about the color of it, but let me tell you who doesn't care about the color. Kids. And that's who who's the movies are made for.
They're made for them, but the parents pay for it.
But the thing is, that's the problem with parents. See, parents make more of a big deal. Because this is when the first time my son, so every year, usually we throw a birthday party for my son, and we rent out a theater for a movie, and they show the previews of other movies. I was in a theater at the time with all 5-year-old kids, all types of colors. Majority white, though, right?
Sure.
Ariel came on, 5, 6. They cheered, they went nuts. They didn't care what color the character was. That's a you problem. That's an adult problem because the kids don't care. And my thing is to all you adults that care, go watch the old one. You know the old one's still on Disney.
Absolutely.
Go watch that one.
Yeah. No.
Tell your people, tell your little mob people, Rudy, that go watch the old one.
Hey, you just said that we can't discriminate against little people, okay? You just... So it's not our little mob. No. Are you talking about the size of the people in the mob?
No,
or
I'm talking about
size?
the people that agree with you right now. It's you have the old movies to go watch. And the thing is, the kid, like we get so focused on us, the kids don't care what color these characters are. And I was in a room full of kids on my son's birthday. They all cheered. They weren't like, well, why is Ariel black? Because 20 years ago, she was white. Mm-hmm. That's a parent. That's a you problem.
See,
that's a you problem.
Okay, here we go. So let's see. So, Lion King #1 because it was good. It was great. Did you see the remake?
Which one?
The remake.
Yeah, which one?
Well, I guess not the Mufasa one, but the one that came out when
with Beyonce and all them.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was great. Yeah, that made $500 million.
I didn't like it, but yeah.
Beauty and the Beast was okay. That also made $500 million. Jungle Book, Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, Maleficent. Am I saying that right?
Oh, that was with Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. That was great. I loved everything about it. 101 Dalmatians was good. Dumbo was garbage. That sucked. Cruella should have made more money than $86 million, but still not bad. Man, I'm at number 17 and I haven't even gotten to Little Mermaid yet. So
wait a minute. No. What year are you looking at here?
So this was so let's see. Oh, see, that only goes down to 17. Let's see.
Yeah. Why don't you type in how much did Little Mermaid make?
We'll try that. I was trying to look at all of them together.
Yeah.
Let's try Disney's Little Mermaid. Who was the gal that played her, by the way?
I don't know.
I thought she was great. I can't remember her name. But
she was great.
She was great.
And kids didn't care, Rudy. Kids don't care. It's people like you that care. Like the only time people should ever get mad at race, that a race takes another race's place, is like if the person was real. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Or if it's like a Chinese movie, like a Chinese and a white person's. Like what happened? Scarlett Johansson got in trouble because she played a character that was supposed to be, I don't know. It was a big controversy at the time. But I don't even think that was a real character. I think it was off an animated story or something.
Oh, yeah. I do remember something about
something
it.
like that.
I do remember talking about it.
Like my example, if you have a movie with Donald Trump, right, in the future, but the character's black, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Historically.
Funny.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a problem. MLK, Martin Luther King. If you played by a white guy, that's a problem. That's real people. That's where I have a problem.
Yeah.
Animated movies is fake. So why are we getting upset about fake stuff? JFK. If he was like a Mexican dude, yes, I would have a problem. If the Mexican actor was JFK, I would have a problem because he was a white dude. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it accurate. But these cartoons, they're fake. There's no accuracy in them. You're talking about fish that talk. You're talking about fish that or birds that go underwater and know how to breathe and talk. They're all talking underwater.
Also, Nemo's dad was named Marlin. That should have been a black dude. That should have been a black guy.
Tell me about it.
I agree. So it did make some money. You were right.
I know it did.
Little Mermaid made worldwide about $570 million. Pretty good. However, loss for Disney. It had a budget over $355 million just for the movie alone, and then domestically it made $298 million. So altogether, it ended up costing Disney about $100 million.
All right,
that's a lot of money. Damn, that's a lot.
It's a lot of money, but they put a lot of money into it too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it didn't do bad.
No, it didn't do bad. My biggest
because
thing
the other movies you said that made over $500 million. Made $500 million. Yeah. That's made over $500 million.
Absolutely, yeah. When we say Disney lost $100 million, dude, they could care less. Whatever, man. They sell magic. You were
Yeah.
there last week. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's the
Oh my
best.
gosh, it's expensive.
It is expensive.
They took all my money.
Did you?
My wife takes all my money.
You know what? Though? Here's another way you know you've made it. Did you do the fast pass?
Oh yeah. My thing, okay, I don't want to sound like that person, but even if I could only afford to go once every 2 years, I would save up for the fast pass.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, why are you going to spend all this money to stand in 2-hour lines?
Yeah, I agree.
Like you're wasting your time and your wait. Literally every minute you're there. That I think a day pass is like $150, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're at a park, you've already spent $150. So take the time you're in that park. Every minute you're in there, you need to get as much worth $150, right? So every minute you're in there, that's money.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. Every second you're in that park is money. And if you're sitting in a line for 2 hours, you've wasted so much money. Where you could spend $150. Let's say you saved up $300 a person. You double each ticket. Now you're on every ride. Like we did every ride so fast. We're like, now what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
So we just kept writing stuff because you go to Fast Pass first, or you save them for the end. So this is the strategy, Disney's strategy: go in early when the rope drops, pick a ride that everybody doesn't go to, ride all those rides that people come to later, get all those done. Boom, wrote them. Get the Fast Pass for them later. Ride the bigger rides, like after the rush slows down, wait 30 minutes. You can get on, boom, you ride those, get the Fast Pass later, ride it again. Mm-hmm. So now, all throughout the day, you always got a Fast Pass going. You're always riding other rides. So you clear the park. We cleared the park in like 3 hours. We rode everything. Dude. And now it's, to me, it's free money.
Yeah.
But my wife is like that.
Yeah.
My wife is the type of person that when we bought season passes, which were $1,500 a person,
Jesus.
when we lived 50, so we spent my wife lied about my daughter. She was like 3 and a half.
Yeah, of course.
She's two. So we bought for $4,500. We bought 3 passes, and you have to go to Disney 6 times for those to pay off. So my wife made us go 6 times in a row. Yeah. We stayed for 6 days.
Dude.
So when we left, she was like, "It's paid for."
Yeah.
She wanted to get her
money's
worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes, "Anything else?"
You and Claire are the last true American family.
You know?
Oh, man.
We're not going to get robbed.
No.
We will not get robbed by Disney. It's going to cost a lot, but we're going to, we left Disney that last time saying, it's paid for.
Yeah.
We went in 6 times, each park.
Dude.
Scored.
Good for you guys. You figured it out. You broke the code. That's where it's at. I love those guys who buy the regional, for the local amusement parks.
Yeah.
And they get the pass for like $100 or something, and then they buy the food pass for like $90.
Yeah.
And then they eat there every single day. You ever seen these guys?
I've never seen those.
Oh yeah, no. So it costs you whatever. So it costs you
a food pass. What parks have food pass?
So like Valley Fair in Minneapolis.
Oh.
You can buy a food pass for the entire season. You get like 1 hamburger, 1 thing of fries, 1 drink, and you can get that like once every 4 hours. So a guy would buy a pass and he'd get a season pass to get into the park, and then he'd buy the food pass, and he would go there at 11 o'clock for his lunch break. He would go eat at the amusement park, and then he would go back to work. And then by the time he got off, it was 4 hours later, he would stop by the amusement park again, pick up his other free food, and then drive home that night. And at the end of the summer, at the end of the season, this guy ended up eating like $13,000 worth of food that he paid $200
Now, the only way I would do that if the park was right next to where I worked.
And that's where it was, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, why wouldn't
right
you do
down
that?
the street, yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Of course, yeah.
Like
Brilliant.
if I had a food pass down the street, I would do it every day.
Yeah, brilliant.
Like I'm trying to, maybe it's the old me, but I'm trying to cut down on everything. Eating, money.
Yeah.
It's just my wife.
Yeah.
I'm cutting, she's adding.
Yeah, people indulge with no conscience nowadays, and it's awful.
Well, because you can get stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love my wife, but do we need to order something every day? Yeah. And I know I talk about this every podcast, but every day something comes in.
I was going to say, speaking of, I heard somebody walk up to the door.
Oh, I'm sure when you leave,
pile of boxes out there.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And I do buy stuff every once in a while, because I'm supposed to. I get to buy stuff too.
Yeah.
But all right. Hey, thanks for watching the podcast. Oh, we're going to be in Minneapolis this Friday. Minneapolis, the Parkway. I'm so excited. About 30 tickets left, 40 tickets left. We'll sell it out. Chicago. I mean, come on now. Stop it, Chicago. You're spoiling me, Chicago. Thank you so much. The Den, michaelyo.com for all the details. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Rudy, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be with you and then taking a week off. But next week here in Vegas, we're going to be doing Kimmel's. You can also find me at
That's
Brad
right.
Garrett's.
We need to start promoting Jimmy Kimmel's every Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 o'clock. It's the early show. It's over by 7:20. So I was thinking about this. Who would come to this show? I was really thinking about this. It's people that just get off of work. Maybe you have some friends. You want to see a comedy show. Or maybe like me, if I worked a 9 to 5, I'll call my wife and say, hey, let's meet at the comedy club. Let's go watch a show, have dinner. We're home by 9 o'clock. Or let's go to a comedy show, a happy hour thing. Let's go right after work. Let's go Tuesday or Wednesday, see the show, be out by 7:20, be home by 8 o'clock. So this is what that show is for. You know, those people that just don't want to go out late. Because sometimes 8 o'clock, like my age, 8 o'clock is late. You know, so this is for you, Jimmy Kimmel's, every Tuesday and Wednesday. We will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that later.